Almost Famous is my favorite movie, and because it's a great story, it's beautifully filmed. I love the 60s and the 70s, and rock and roll.
I really like the movie Patterson. I like the poetry in it. I like that he doesn't talk a lot. He doesn't like blatantly say his opinions. It felt more real than a lot of other movies. Like they talked about, they show details of people's lives that aren't a lot of the times part of like the archetypal storyline, you know. I really like movies that pay attention to detail.
Favorite movie? I've got a few. I was a big fan of Rush Hour 3. I like comedies. It's super funny. I'm a big James Bond fan too. So I obviously like a lot of those movies.
The Third Man. It's set in Vienna right after World War II, and it's this wonderful love story, but it's also a movie about a betrayal and post-war what Vienna looked like. The first time I saw it was in Paris with a friend of mine, and Rick and I think by now can probably say the dialogue through most of it to each other. There was just something about it I've always just loved. It's a wonderful film.
Hard to pick a favorite, but recently I saw Split. It literally had me not looking away the entire time. I think I'm very interested in different processes of the brain. Read a little about multiple personality disorder in the past. There's different ways to look at that movie as if, like, just hating him because, I mean, obviously he just trapped people in an underground cell, but feeling bad for him in that other of his personalities were trying to free these girls. And it was just this, like, huge struggle that he had to go through himself. And what brought about that was, like, lots of violence against him in his younger years, and how if he was born exact same person but in a different setting and with different surroundings, how it could have just completely changed him as a person. And I'm speaking like if this wasn't a movie, if this was real. It was that movie was terrifying in some ways, and I just found it extremely interesting.